Hello there. This is my Kershaw, I believe it's called a Kershaw filter. It's a low-end steel 3CRV, I think it is. You'll probably see this knife a lot because this knife is very inexpensive, and it's got a big enough blade that if I need to, I can do a lot of different tasks with it, and it's a blade that I will abuse because I know it's not worth a lot of money and I'm not out a lot if I damage the knife. So as a consequence, this blade gets used a lot more often, and so every now and then it needs a refresh, and that's what we're doing here. This is a Smith's Hard Arkansas. And now what we're doing is we're refreshing an edge. So I don't need a lot. Now the reason, normally I would come down a stone and lift the edge up like that, or the tip up like that. The reason that I'm pulling off that stone is this knife has a recurve in it. And so I want to sharpen that recurve, and what I'm doing is using the corner of this stone get there in that grease curve, and that already is starting to feel sharp. And the reason, another reason that I use this knife is that it is a softer steel. So I use this knife a lot because I know that I can get it sharp if I need to. I'm going to use a bit of pressure on this Hard Arkansas. That's one of the things. The difference in pressure in an Arkansas and how that stone cuts can be huge. And it's already shaving my arm hair again, which tells me I should have a little burr on the back side of this stone. So I'm gonna do a yeah, the edge is every bit 100% back. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub this stone and try to get any kind of swarf that might be in it out. And then we're just going to go back and forth and polish this edge out. Okay, different camera angle. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find an angle that looks better on camera and maybe shows the stones off a little better, that kind of thing. So bear with me. I'm going light past this now, just to try to kind of refine this edge and get rid of any burr that might be on this blade. That is Let me see if I can show it to you. I don't know if you can see the hair on that or not, but it's shaven very cleanly. I'm going to give it just a few more passes on this, and we'll call it good. And that's pretty much, look, it doesn't, as long as you don't jack up an edge, it takes very little time to get an edge back. This edge would only shave in a couple of small spots along its edge. And what have we got? 6 minutes, I think, in this video. And you won't see the 6-minute mark because I changed the camera position and edited. But I mean, that's a wonderful edge on that steel, just that fast. It doesn't take much. As long as you don't jack your edge up, you're good. Now, if you're using a harder steel, it might take you a little bit longer, but it's not going to take very much at all to just refresh an edge. Stand by. I'm going to use some Crocs. Now you see this is my favorite little strap for knives. And I only want about 7 passes on that. This steel, you can try to refine this steel if you want to. But this steel is not hard enough to gain very much on a high refinement. I just wanted to pass it over a chromium oxide pasted strop 6 or 7 times just to smooth it a little bit, and it won't, when I start working on with that smooth won't last very long, but it doesn't matter. The edge will last. I have used this knife enough to know that regardless of what kind of steel is in it, somebody got the heat treat right in this knife, because it holds an edge fairly well for what it is. So, alright, that's the video. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.